Making 13 Hours, were there moments where out of sheer habit, you'd say a line of dialogue and instinctively do the Jim Halpert look at camera?
Look to the camera. I think I tried to break that habit the first time I did a movie because it happened a lot. Bizarrely, one of the first movies I ever did was a movie called License to Wed. And the director was the director of The Office. He directed the pilot. And I did look in the camera a couple times just out of instinct. And he was like, if you ever want to keep working in this business, you have to stop doing that. So I learned to break that habit.
You come from a military family. You have relatives who are currently serving.
Mm-hmm.
Was there something personal that drew you to the role?
100%. I mean, I've wanted to do some version of a military movie for a long time because I have so many aunts and uncles and cousins who have served and are currently serving. So that was probably the main thrust for me of doing this. And then I read the script. And for me, you know, I thought I knew everything there was to know about Benghazi, but to actually hear about this story of true heroism, I thought it superseded all the politics because the politics hadn't existed on that night. So for me to portray and bring a story to life of true heroism and experience just a sliver of what my aunts, uncles, and cousins have gone through, it was so emotional for me and truly one of the biggest honors of my career.
Your Office co-star, Steve Carell, has made a really successful leap from largely comic roles to more dramatic roles, like in Foxcatcher, The Big Short. Was he an inspiration at all in sort of preparing for your biggest dramatic role yet?
I mean, he's an inspiration in a lot of ways. The thing about Steve and a lot of the guys on The Office, all the people on The Office is, that show got to tap into the dramatic side too. And so for us, for me, it's always been not about drama and comedy. It's been about where the good story is. And certainly The Office was an amazing story to play in, and I was so honored to do it. And this, in a totally different way, is a phenomenal story and an important story that I wanted to tell. But I remember actually, now that you mention it, when you see Steve in Foxcatcher, it's so transformative. But I got to know Steve as this truly incredible actor because actually in real life, he's not... he's very soft-spoken and very shy. So even what he was doing on The Office was a huge performance, which not many people know. And I'm sure when you see him at a bar, you're like, do the funny stuff. And he doesn't. He's a very quiet guy. So I always saw how important it was to keep trying new things because he did it a whole bunch of times. You
were once up for the role of Captain America. You unfortunately missed out. Are you hoping now you've got a bit of action experience under your belt that Marvel might reconsider you?
Yeah, I'll take a Marvel movie anytime. I mean, I love watching them, so I'd love to be a part of it. Yeah, the Captain America thing was hilarious because, as much as I had so much fun doing it, and I definitely got to wear the suit and screen tested and all those things and sign my life away that I wouldn't even talk about it, so they're going to kill me now, thanks. But as soon as I heard that Chris was considering it, I applauded. Chris is a good friend and very, very good at what he does, and so I was so happy to see him do it. So maybe now I have to play a villain where I fight Chris. That's what we need to do.